Hi everyone, welcome to my first proper video back. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Today I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favourite rides I've been on. They are all in the UK currently, but hopefully in the future this list will be a little more interesting. So without further ado, let's get started. So kicking off this list at number 10 is Oblivion at Alton Towers. The original B&M dive coaster opened in 1998, barely making it into the list. Oblivion is a good ride. Yes, it's quite short, but the atmosphere you get on the ride is so good. Being at the top, you have a few seconds to prepare yourself if you can, then you drop. It's a brilliant ride and I can't wait to go on it again. Let's move on to 9th place, where we have Vampire from Chessington World of Adventures. It may come as a surprise, but any of my old viewers know I adore Vampire. Opening in 1990, this arrow suspended coaster is simply a classic. Swinging through the trees and around the buildings, Vampire is the face of Chessington, and it's a great ride for the whole family. Moving on to the coaster in 8th place, it's another family coaster. It's 13 from Alton Towers. Manufactured by Intamin, 13 has been thrilling riders since 2010. It's fun and thrilling for the whole family. It was a great investment for Alton Towers and still remains popular over a decade later. Now on to 7th place, we have Dragon's Fury, located at Chessington World of Adventures. Dragon's Fury is a spinning family roller coaster that opened in 2004. It's so fun, it's great for all ages, it's smooth while still having some intensity, particularly on the helix. I've been on this ride so many times and it's still one of my favourites here at number 7. Then into 6th place we have the last family coaster, I promise, Wicker Man at Alton Towers. Opening in 2018, I can safely say Wicker Man is the best family coaster I have ever been on. The theming is amazing, the soundtrack is great, the whole atmosphere is phenomenal, and I think that this is one of the best investments Towers have done in recent years, if not the best. Halfway through, at number 5 we have Saw the Ride from Thorpe Park. I went from hating this ride to loving it. The drop's so good, the theming inside the queue's amazing. You get a great view from the top. I'd say it's getting a tiny bit rough, but I think it still holds as one of the best rides at Thorpe Park, and I continue to love it. And it's here at number 5. At 4th place, we're back at Alton Towers with Nemesis. This ride is so good. It's so intense, especially on the back row. You fly around the rocks with so many near misses. I can see why it's number 1 on so many people's lists and why it's remained iconic 20 years later and won so many awards. Staying at Alton Towers for number 3, we have the Smiler. This ride is insane. The theme, the inversions, the soundtrack, it's crazy. When I first got off, I thought this was my number 1 roller coaster ever. However, it does sit at 3rd place, and as my favourite coaster at Towers. My top 3 tend to switch, so the Smiler sometimes comes forward as number 1, but in general it stays 3rd place. Still well deserved. At number 2, we have the Swarm. The only wing coaster in the UK still, almost 9 years later, comes second with its awesome drop, inversions, near misses. It's easy to see why so many people love the Swarm. It constantly switches from 2nd to 1st place in my list, and it's an amazing experience and Thorpe Park's best investment, and I don't think they've topped it since, honestly. And at number 1 we have, controversially, Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park. I know basically everyone will disagree with this, but I love Nemesis Inferno. I always have, back, front row, they're both amazing. The interlocking corkscrews and the pre-drop are just some of the awesome highlights of this ride, and it's remained my favourite since 2016, which I think says a lot. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please drop a like and subscribe if you feel like it. Let me know in the comments what your favourite coasters are. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.